Nobody died. That's a rumor. I'm not sure how many times I'm gonna have to explain it, but here's what happened. I am on TikTok teaching about animal rights activism, and I've been there since March, I think. And I have 1.6 million followers right now. The reason I got to be so popular or famous is because I tell it like it is. I tell people that they should feel guilty if they're hurting animals. Well, people don't like to be told that. They want you to just be quiet and just do a little song and a dance and say, hey, why don't you be vegan? But that doesn't work. You know, there's a lot of people out there who need to really hear the facts and really hear the message clearly and let it get straight into their heart and also into their head. We need to find a way to have them stop scrolling and to pay attention. So that's what I managed to do. And the reason that I use that tactic is because I was following a group called DXE, Direct Action Everywhere. And from the research, that's what they recommend, is that we have to disrupt society. Disrupt society to get them to think about what's going on. So this is what I was doing on TikTok. Just doing radical things like singing and being silly and anything to get attention to the animals. People started following because they thought it was interesting and they were learning things, and some of them were becoming vegan, and some vegans were following saying, thank goodness you're here, this is great. There were of course other people who felt guilty because they would watch the videos and realize, wait, I'm still eating these dead animals, I'm still paying people to murder these innocent chickens, cows, and pigs. And instead of them changing, they decide to try to shoot the messenger, try to push me out of the way, or try to discredit me. So a whole pile of people were saying, my brother's sister's uncle's father died because of you. Well, first of all, you know, thanks for flattering me that people actually care about me that much that they're following my advice. No, they're not. Nobody is dying from being vegan from my advice, because I say that being vegan is about not hurting the animals, to do the best that you can at all times. But when people were saying this all the time repeatedly and spreading this lie, and then some people were thinking, oh my goodness, we can die from being vegan, which you can't. But they were saying that. I thought, well, I better set some of these people straight. And after I had so many of these in a row, I just made this video where I pretended like the person died, and oh, did they die? What killed them? Was it a carrot? Was it a banana? And you know, loads of people pressed like on the post. They understood the humor and the sarcasm. But a few people, perhaps the ones with lower IQ, didn't quite get the joke and thought that I was making fun of somebody who actually died, which is a shame, you know, because I did put a hashtag there, humor and sarcasm and comedy or something. So yeah, nobody died. Nobody dies from being vegan. They might die if they're not eating properly, but they're not going to die from vegan food unless they have an allergy to a specific food. If you're allergic to nuts, for heaven's sakes, don't eat nuts. One of the comments here that I saw on my last video that made me kind of sad was where somebody wrote, people always talk crap about her, meaning me. I watched Dominion. So this person followed my advice and watched the movie Dominion.com. WatchDominion.com is how you get there. I want to cry myself to sleep. So when I saw that comment, I felt really so many different feelings. On the one hand, I was glad that the person watched it. On the other hand, what made me really sad is that this person here is in my comment section, and what they see is bully after bully after bully. People who just, if they were in a movie, if they saw themselves in a movie, like a Disney movie or whatever, a Hollywood movie, they would be just embarrassed at these incredibly heartless people. So this poor person, I don't know who this is, cause Ninja 21, it just says how sad he or she is after having seen Dominion, and that they want to cry themselves to sleep, realizing what they've been part of in these industries, because we're all part of it. It's just that society and our school system, everybody lies to us. But when you actually see the truth, the undercover footage, and this is around the world, it's not just a one-shot deal. And yes, all animals are treated terribly all around the world. When you realize this shocking discovery and you see how cruel people are in the comments section, you honestly think that you cannot survive in this world. And that's called dystopia. And a lot of people suffer from dystopia. I'm one of them. Dystopia is the anguish of being vegan in a non-vegan world. What it means is that every day that you wake up, it's a struggle, because you are aware that all of your neighbors are like walking zombies, paying for this murder, paying for these mother cows to be raped, for the male cows to be masturbated, their sperm taken and forcefully impregnated into the mother cows, for the baby cows when they are born to be killed and turned into veal. Baby cows are they're like puppies. They're the most innocent creatures. It's just horrific what we do. If they're girls, we take them away from their mothers, or the boys, because we want to steal their milk. When you find out this, see, you guys are hearing it right now and you're just like, blah, blah, you don't really care. But when you watch the movie and you honestly let your guard down and you have a box of Kleenex beside you and you really see how horrific humans are, you'll get it. And you will cry. If you have a heart, and most people do. I could barely finish watching Dominion Movement. It was heart-wrenching to know that I was part of that for so many years. So I feel really bad for this person, and I urge you guys in the comment sections to be kind and to look out, because you don't know who might go and commit suicide if you guys bully people like this. It is despicable. We need to be kinder to each other. Now I leave my comment section open because I think it's a good way for you guys to vent a little bit. But beware. Look at the comments. If anybody is offering only personal attacks, you know that these are not good people. You don't want to interact with them, just ignore them. And there's so many personal attacks. When we talk about critical thinking and we talk about not having ad hominem attacks, it means that we look at the situation from a neutral point of view. We look at some information. What happens? What do we do to pigs in this industry? Did you know that they're put in gas chambers and killed? Do you know how they live their entire lives on these factory farms? It's not just about at the end, oh, we kill them quickly. It's not that. It's a lifetime of suffering. We force them to exist in the first place and keep them in jail cells so tight. Baby pigs have their tails cut off with any anesthetic, without any. Then they cut their balls off without any anesthetic. They pull some of their teeth out or shave them down without any anesthetic. I just want you to picture, would you ever do that to a human baby or even to your own puppy or kitten? You would lose it if someone treated them like that. So when we find out all of these different animals in these movies, the other one is called earthlings.com. When you watch these movies and you see what actually happens, you change. I want you guys to watch them. And I want you to be kinder to other people in the comment section. If you have nothing nice to say, just read. Just don't say anything. You bullies, there's different levels of bullies. But some of you are this close to, you're not really a bully. You're just going along because everybody's doing it. But you're good people. I urge you guys to just jump over to the good side. Instead of being on the vegan phobic side, go on the vegan fantastic side and help out. Look out for the people that are sad in my comment section. Be careful. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what happens. After people see those movies, they need hugs. They need somebody to catch them. They need support. And if all you do is ridicule them, people like John Robert Bell, for example, he's a disgraceful human being. Making fun of animal rights activists is one of the most despicable things you can do. And that's what he does. And he keeps on eating animal products, drinking them, and teaching young people on the app that this is okay. And it's okay to bully my students. And that's not okay. That was one person, John Robert Bell, who did a video here on YouTube recently. Well, a couple of months ago, actually. I only realized that he had a YouTube channel, so I saw it recently. And what a disappointing human. Isaac Butterfield, what can I say about this bully? He's another YouTuber who is just disgraceful. he gets sponsored by some meat company. Although I just realized that the last time he wasn't doing any meat company advertisements. So maybe that's a win. I don't know. Isaac Butterfield is also extremely uneducated and talks about the keto diet and things like that, which we know long-term are not good. And there's no reason why you can't be a healthy vegan and never hurt any animals. It's absolutely scientifically proven that you can. Another person is this person Derpion or something, Derpion, who is another unbelievable loser here on this app. I mean, who just only has personal attacks and so many lies, so many twisted things. Said something like I was fired from a job, which is absolutely not true. But you know, this, what else can I say about this, this low life, really? Derpion. Yeah, seriously. Instead of becoming vegan, you decide to try to defend people who hurt animals. How do you do that? How do you do that exactly? And why don't you show your face? You're not brave enough to? I'd like to see who you are. Who else do we have? We also have some YouTubers that I think are worth mentioning. We have Unnatural Vegan, who did a video about me a few months ago. I never did respond to that one, and maybe I will, but I want to thank her because she was basically supporting what I was saying and seemed to understand my humor and my quirkiness and understand that the base of it was that I'm really here for the animals and I want people to stop hurting them and I want to save the planet. I want to also save other people's lives. You know, there are so many overweight and unhealthy people, but it's not really about that for me. It's about the environment, but it's really about a moral baseline. I encourage you to follow Gary Francione, who is, I don't think on YouTube, or maybe he has a channel anyway. Francione ends with an E. He believes in the abolitionist approach, so no using of animals whatsoever. I feel the same. There's also Freelee the BananaGirl, who did some videos about me on TikTok, saying that she loved me, so that's kind of nice. And Freelee, I saw the video of you the other day where you stepped on an animal and you got a little insect and you got full of hives, and I'm so sorry to hear that. Anyways, you guys should follow Unnatural Vegan, and I don't know what else her content is about, but you know, if she is able to understand what I'm about and understand that I'm an ethical vegan and talk positively about that, then I think she's probably somebody you could follow. I'm going to check up her video on her videos also. And Freelee the BananaGirl, you know, again, these people, I don't know everything about them, but they seem to be in general, you know, kind people who are there for the animals. So follow Unnatural Vegan, follow Freelee the BananaGirl. Don't follow John Robert Bell. Don't follow Isaac Butterfield. Don't follow this guy Derpion. These are just losers who really have like no moral baseline whatsoever. Do follow a young man. If you want to follow a young man with a brain, this guy is way smarter than me and half my age. He's so articulate, and his name on YouTube is CosmicSkeptic. His name in real life is Alex O'Connor. Like, he is somebody who started off speaking against religion and arguing about how religion is not scientific and so on. And then at some point, I'm not sure when, I think it was only a year ago or something, he became vegan. He realized that he needed to be vegan, that he wanted to align his morals and his principles, and he realized that this is best for the animals all around the world, for stopping future pandemics, at least greatly reduce the chance of it, because this is how we got ourselves in this mess in the first place, our terrible treatment of animals. He also realizes it's the best thing for the environment. The more people that are vegan, the more chance we have of saving our beautiful earth. And it's better for health and the animals, of course. So Alex O'Connor, CosmicSkeptic, has my vote. He has loads of followers and he's really articulate. I want to thank you all for being here. Please like and subscribe. And if there's any specific things that you want to ask me, try hard to find a way to do that in the comment section. I know it's really hard because there's thousands and thousands of comments, but please don't give up, those of you who are trying to be vegan. Ignore the vegan phobic people. Find the vegan fantastic people. They're out there. They're kind people who are willing to support, who are not yet vegan, but are at least trying to help out. All right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.